All right, Pisces, we're going to jump into your reading for today. We're going to see this person's unspoken feelings and thoughts. What's coming in for this person? I do feel like some of you might need to take a step back and slow down. I'm getting very tired all of a sudden. I'm starting to feel like I'm getting sick, like I'm getting under the weather. Maybe feeling drained, feeling overstimulated, exhausted at this point. That could be some of you. That could be the energy coming up. There is something going on in this person's life. There's some sort of shift, some sort of change. There could be a tower moment, a literal tower moment coming to this person's life. They could be losing something, whether it's a job, a person, a mindset, but also obsessively thinking about you in the process. You know, I'm getting this energy that you've detached in some sense, form, or fashion. Now, guys, you could be with this person, but maybe you've detached expectations. You've detached what you're wanting from this person, what you're expecting, what you feel you need, maybe even demands when it comes to, no, this is what I want. No, this is what I want. Now your energy has settled, is what I just heard. Your energy has settled to a point where you're not pushing, you're not pulling, you're simply existing and being, and you're letting the universe bring you what you want, no matter what form that comes in. So let's say you're not with this person and you want commitment. Let's say you're with this person and you want something more. You want it to go down a certain path and it doesn't seem to be getting there. It's leaving space for you to get to that path, even if the direction isn't the way you thought you were going to go. So maybe it's not with this person. Maybe it's with someone different. Maybe it's not in the time frame you thought it was going to be. I'm seeing a rocky dirt road in my third eye, and I'm getting very anxious, which I find interesting. All right, let's jump into this. Guys, don't forget, if you want to check out my second channel, All Other Signs, including collective readings, that is down below. That is starting to get uploaded regularly if you want to be a part of that community as well. Don't forget about my tarot course that I offer. You can learn that at your own pace with me. That link is down below. I will also be updating that, and if you've purchased it, you will get that update for free. There's also a subscriber, part of this community, who has started an Etsy channel, and I have got that link down below, guys, if you want to check that out. Beautiful bracelets. She will be updating and adding more, but if you want to support a fellow Pisces person, a fellow subscriber, I've got that link down below if you want to check that out, okay? Okay, so let's get back into this. Unspilling is what I was going to say. So this person hasn't been spilling what they've been going through, what they have, I just heard, on their chest. This person doesn't confide in you the way maybe you want them to, the way that you wish they would. So what are they feeling right now for you in their heart space? Holy cow, did y'all see that? Okay, Ace of Cups. They're feeling like they want some sort of new emotional experience. The Hierophant on the bottom, they could be actually feeling like, you know, they're ready for the end all be all, that commitment. The Lovers, feeling very sexually drawn towards you. This is also choosing love. I'm not taking all of these because there's nothing but just tons of cards. I feel like whoever this is, it's been a long time coming. I feel like you guys have grown together. Even if you've been separate, there's a sense of steady growth between you guys in this connection. But they feel in their heart space that they can't help but want to admire you, want to be with you, but also feeling, you know, I'm seeing that movie. What was that movie called? It's about the ghost. It has, doesn't it have Demi in it? I don't think that's right. Damn, I wish I could Google this. Anyways, I'm seeing that ghost movie where it's like someone's there, but someone's not there. They're with you in spirit. Huh. What do they feel? What do they feel? They feel like they're starting to change their perspective. This Hanged Man is viewing something differently. So maybe they're starting to recognize what's in their heart. Feeling like all they have to do is take your hand and you're going to lead them to the life that they're wanting. They're getting clarity on that. And it's interesting because the vision that they're now seeing is the vision that you've seen all along. And maybe when they would look into your eyes, they would see that vision. But it just took a long time for their human mind to recognize it, to understand it, to accept it. Sometimes when our soul can feel something, our mind can't make sense of it, so we'll fight it. How else are they feeling in their heart space? They're reminiscing. Ooh, they could be reminiscing on some sort of heartbreak. Now, I'm getting two things. This could be heartbreak with you or heartbreak that happened, whether in their childhood, a past relationship. There is a sense of nostalgic energy here when they think of you. There's also something here where maybe they're thinking about some things that's happened between you two that does make them sad and disappointed. You know, maybe there's conversations that's been had where they wish that they would have said this, or they wish that they would have spoke up, or that was their opportunity to say something then, or to take that path. So there is a sense of sadness and disappointment when they do think about the past with you. That's going to be for some of you. You know, again, maybe you're still with this person and you're like, hey, I want a commitment. I want us to get married. I really would like to start having children. You know, I really kind of want to get a dog, whatever that looks like for you. And this person just kind of looks at you, sometimes looks through you and doesn't say anything. There's an energy here where you've piqued this person's interest beyond the belief that they ever thought someone could. I feel like it's been really easy for this person to keep people at arm's length. And it's been to protect them from whatever's happened that did make them so sad and disappointed in the past. But it's becoming impossible. They're feeling like a fish out of water. Feeling like their love for you is overflowing. Feeling like you intuitively can pick up on all of this, which scares them even more. For some of you, there has been an ending here, an ending that hurt like hell. And I feel like your intuition tells you that this ending hurt them too, but I don't feel like they've ever admitted this to you. Wanting to communicate, wanting to maybe even bring some movement forward. There could definitely be some sort of reunion here, having a wall up, feeling unsure, insecure when it comes to some sort of reunion or celebration. Now, for some of you, this could mean something as simple as, okay, if we really get through this commitment and we really, really invest with one another, you know, our families are going to have to meet. What if they don't get along? There's like a wall. And that's what's making this person lose sleep and be anxious. That's what's in their heart space. Again, I feel like you've been dealing with someone who has always had a wall up or has protected their self in that way. And it's been easy. I'm hearing that song, easy like Sunday morning. You know, it's been easy. But when you meet someone who sparks your interest, who you can't get off your mind, who you can't get out of your stinking heart, who makes you want to do better, who makes you show up as a better individual, it's like their memory gets you high. That's very interesting. This person understands that it's only the beginning, but fighting through the change is what's been... I was about to say, fighting through the change is what's kept this stuck and stagnant. And the Chariot just come out in the reverse. That's what's kept this from not moving forward. Wanting to keep it simple. Not wanting to maybe get too deep, get too invested. Some of you, this is someone fighting, not wanting to move in together. Wanting to keep that distance because it feels safe. But they're also fighting themselves because they don't want that distance. They want to be able to wake up to you. They want to see you before they go to work. They want to be able to call you when they get off of work. But fighting it. They've been fighting it for some time. So how do they view you? The Hermit. They view you as someone who's maybe detached a little bit, took a step back. They also could view you as someone who's maybe resting, reflecting, keeping to yourself, manifesting. With the Magician, they view you as someone who has the ability to choose the life that they want and go after it. You know, I feel like the reason this person is so overwhelmed by your energy and wanting to give into it is because they know that together you guys can be a power couple. They see something in you that they see in their self, but maybe it was easier for you to get that part of you out. And it hasn't been so easy for this person. Recognizing that the life that you live and the way that you show up is how they also want to show up and live. Knowing that you're going to be the kind of person who helps keep them accountable, who's going to help them show up as that person, but there's also fear. You know, there could be self-doubt. Can I truly be that person? How do they view you? They view you as someone who's also very wise, very enlightened, someone who's very stable. You're showing up as the Queen of Earth and the Queen of Air. So you're someone who has very firm boundaries. You put yourself first. You care about yourself. You're very wise. You have a lot of knowledge that you use to your advantage. You also want to make sure that anything you put yourself into is fair and is going to serve both parties. They see you as someone who's very balanced, nurturing, compassionate. Let's say you take care of a home or children. Hell, you could just have a car. You take really good care of the things that you have because you do have that very grounded, practical energy as well. They view you as someone who is going to get to a point, if you're already not there, turning your back on them because you want what's fair. You want what's just for you. They view you as someone who wants someone that's going to put in the effort, the work. They view you as that person. You know, you are the type of person who, if you want something, you'll put in that effort. You'll put in that work. You'll put in that dedication, that time. If it means staying up for a whole week to show the person that you love that you've got them when they can't sleep, so damn be it. That's the kind of person you are. They view you in such a magnificent light. So what's holding them back? What's holding this back? Maybe unsure about where they're going. Still feeling like they're moving out of rough waters into calmer waters. Maybe not feeling like they're at a place in life where there is a sense of peace and calm. You know, I'm getting that this person, there's a decision here when it comes to you in this connection. Whether it's getting into a commitment or taking this to the next level and we're not looking back. You know, this is the kind of connection where you guys are going to get together and look at each other and say, if we get married, divorce is not a word we use. It is literally till death do us part. So if you want out of this, you better pray you have a heart attack. Like, that's the energy here. Both understanding, okay, this is what I want, this is what you want. But they're confused. And they know that you're headstrong. You know what you want. And what you have to offer, you hold on your chest, but you also hold it very close to you because you've learned those lessons. You now know that if something looks like a snake, guess what? It's more than likely a damn snake. Don't pick it up. Don't play with it. Don't act like it's a worm. That's not who you are anymore. But maybe feeling like, again, they're not at a place where they're feeling confident to be able to come in and make this happen. They're not at that place where they're like, yes, all or nothing. And sometimes people have to be there. What's blocking this at this moment? Some of you are dealing with someone who's always like, I'll do it tomorrow, and tomorrow's never coming. Yeah. There's something here where this person's not wanting to see that maybe they are good right where they're at. There is a sense of independence and confidence and stability and abundance that this person has that maybe they're not able to recognize. Maybe they are so intimidated by you, Pisces, that they're scared that they can't match you. Maybe there is an energy here where you've done the inner work. You're able to not only see your demons, but other people's demons. That can be a little intimidating, especially if we're not willing to see our own demons. If you're in a place in your life where you're unhealed, are you going to go around people who are going to mirror you and show you the worst parts of yourself? I think flipping not. I think not. Imagine being married to that. So again, they know that they have to be the best part of their self. But I feel like they doubt that. They doubt if they're good enough. They doubt if their investment's going to be investment worthy. A sense of being burdened by what they think they need to be able to move this forward. I just heard they're a little unrealistic. And again, that can be a self-sabotaging technique that this person's not recognized. When we're being unrealistic in our expectations or what we need to be worthy, as I quote that, it's us self-sabotaging. It's us not thinking we're good enough. So instead of just going in and letting it fail or going in and getting rejected, we sabotage it ourselves because we'd rather sabotage it than possibly let someone make us feel unworthy. So what needs to be worked on for this to unfold? Someone needs to choose love. Someone needs to take passionate action. Someone needs to rest and reflect. About moving this forward. There needs to be communication. What does Pisces need to do? There be only happy. Be honest. And here's the thing, your honesty might not be what they want to hear. Your honesty might be a little combative to the point where it's like, okay, well, where do we think we're getting with this? And you know, I know some people are not okay with confrontation because some people didn't have to grow up like that. But confrontation does have its benefits. Because if you can look at someone, and I don't mean like beating someone up, but if you can look at someone and say, I disagree with you. I completely disagree with you. Let's be able to talk about why we're disagreeing, and maybe we can kind of understand each other's mindset. It doesn't mean you need to change that person's mindset, but being able to stand your ground and say, I'm confident in what I'm feeling and what I feel is my answer, but I'm also willing to be open-minded and hear you out. That's where I feel like this person has got to get. And I feel like there's been times where this person was maybe so defensive. So, no, what I think is right. This is what I think. I'm not explaining it. People don't always ask you to explain what you're feeling or what you're wanting. Maybe they just want to be able to understand why you made that decision. So a little bit of defensive energy with this person again, but you being honest, you being upfront, you saying, I'm going to stay in my power. And until you can meet me halfway and be the partner that I need you to be, this ain't going nowhere. Yeah, use your intuition on what that message of truth is for you. A lot of you have been patient with this person. You're going to continue to be patient with this person. A lot of you, there's divine timing, a huge factor here. This person, I'm hearing that song, Are You Gonna Love Me Now or Never? Like, that's where we're getting at. Are you going to put in the effort, take those steps, and show me that I am your one in a million, or are you willing to lose me? That's where this is getting. That's where this is getting. Someone being patient, but someone also getting back out there, getting attention, doing things differently. You know, maybe Pisces, this is you. Maybe you're starting to go out on the weekends. Maybe you're starting to get out of the house. Hell, maybe you're just starting to go to the grocery store 3 times a week instead of once a week. You're getting out there. You're getting more eyes on you. This person knows it. This person feels it. This person knows that you're tired of waiting on them to have some sort of conversation or waiting on them to take some sort of action. And this person's been wanting to be fair all along, but I also feel like they've been overthinking the future, overthinking some sort of change, putting off some sort of decision that they know they need to make, feeling guarded when it comes to them manifesting. And even if there has been time here, you know, maybe you've been living with this person again, maybe you're separated, but even if there has been time here where you're like, okay, I've given you 2 years for us to move in together, what the hell's happening? They thought time was going to work in their favor, but all it's doing is making them feel more lack and more guarded, which I find interesting. I honestly am getting the feeling with this person that this person could win the lottery and get everything in the world, but their insecurity would change to something else. Right now, they're feeling unworthy because of some sort of lack of confidence or money or some sort of shift that they know that they need to make and they don't want to make, but they need to make it, but they don't want to make it, but they need to make it, but they don't want to make it. Good grief. Story of my life. What the hell? So how do they view this connection? So when they think about this love, this connection between you two, what comes to their mind? All those swords come out. Feeling maybe very sad and disappointed that there's an energy here where, okay, so the 5 of Swords is an energy for me where someone's not taking the other person in consideration. Their feelings, their emotions, what they want, what they need, or the future in general. The Five of Swords can be an energy of, I'm thinking about now. What do I want right now? This person hasn't thought about the long term, the future, and I'm going to say it, the consequences that could come with their actions. When you're dating someone, or even when you're separate, the lack of their action that they take speaks volumes. And again, whoever this is for, you've been waiting. Even if you haven't energetically been waiting, you've been waiting on that text. You've been waiting on that call. You've been waiting for that person to finally say the things that they've been needing to say. And I feel like you're sick and tired of this person holding back. I feel like you're sick and tired of it. This person does view this connection as something where they have a lot of regret. There's a lot of shame that comes to this. Not recognizing you for who you are. Maybe, just maybe, scratching you off to not be anything just because it made them easier to not care. You know, that's that self-sabotage. If I make it seem like I don't care about you and you're nothing to me, and I scratch you up to just be another Nelly who just come in the door and you're the same as the rest, it makes it easier for me to reject you. It makes it easier for me not to get my emotions involved at that moment. Some of you are dealing with an avoidant attachment kind of person. You know, we have attachment styles. And I feel like this person is the kind of person who avoids things. This is the kind of person who would push you away because they don't want you to see emotions or feelings or what they're going through. And when you're finally pushed away and you've detached and you've turned your back and you've done that self-work, you've done that reflection, you've seen those unhealed wounds that come out because of this person, and you're like, okay, that was the lesson, we chalked it up. That's when that person's feelings come out, because they pushed you so far and have avoided it so much that when they feel that they can finally open up because you're not around anymore, that's when they start feeling safe. Okay, I can start seeing, what am I feeling? Well, that's when that regret comes up, that shame. Sometimes for some people, I've seen it come up as anger. When we're so shameful, I'm hearing that Shameless song coming in. When we're so full of shame and regret and remorse, and we're too busy paying attention to the way that we acted, not willing to pay attention to the future because maybe we lacked a sense of maturity. Maybe we were unhealed at that point. We didn't give a crap about nobody but ourselves. This person didn't want to recognize that it was just the beginning between you two. They chalked it up. But now that they're recognizing it, there's a lot of emotion coming up. There's a lot of feelings. So what do they think you're doing? Not investing in them. Yeah, there's something here where you've quit losing sleep over this person. You've quit reaching out. You've quit trying to make this work. You've quit investing. You've quit putting in the effort. You know, maybe there's an energy. They view you as someone who's fully walked away. You don't like their photos on Facebook. You don't open their Snapchats. You don't go by their work to try to see if they're working. If they frequent a place and you live in that area, you try not to go there. That's how they view you now. They view you as someone who's completely detached. And maybe at one point for some of you, this person could have been like, oh, yeah, Pisces, I got Pisces. Pisces is in love with me, and that's not going to go nowhere. How'd that work for you? And it took a long time coming for maybe them to recognize that this was the new emotional experience that they've been wanting all along, and they could have had that. So what are they wanting now? Let's wrap this up. 10 of fucking Pentacles. They're wanting to build some sort of legacy, some sort of future. Holy shit. Are you kidding me? 9 of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Stop. I think they're actually going to want to come in and give you some sort of wish. Some sort of dream that you've been wanting from this person. For a lot of you, you felt like this person had a soul that couldn't be tamed. But they feel like with you, they can feel safe. With you, they feel understood. They feel like even though you guys are different, whether it's different cultural backgrounds, maybe you're from different places, they feel like you understand them, you see them. That's your grounded energy. There's something about your energy that brings people to you. Animals, kids, people. When people need someone to help them or to listen, they are brought to you for a reason. This person's understanding the power that your energy has. Finally, fucking finally. God bless America. It only took how stinking long? give us an overall, universe. If you ruin this for me, I'm going to go cry. What do we have for the unspoken feelings? What do we got for this person's unspoken feelings? Besides the fact that they actually want to build a legacy, a foundation. For some of you, they want to have children. For some of you, they really want to get married. But whatever this wish was for you, after going through a season of acceptance, whatever that wish is for you, that's what they want to come in and give. And I feel like in the meantime, you've been really forming into a diamond. There's been a lot of pressure that's been on your shoulders from your experiences, health, just from life in general. And this person's really seeing your strength, really seeing your power, really seeing your fucking worth. Somebody's ready to let go of some sort of interference. That could be that tower moment. That could be another person, a place, a thing, a thought. That could be this person knowing good and damn well that they've been needing to make this change and to let you in, but they're scared what people's going to think. They're scared what somebody's going to do. They're scared so-and-so ain't going to talk to them no more. Sometimes people have to get to a point in their life where they're willing to lose everyone and everything for love. That's how some people are. Some people are not the kind of people who will fight hell and high water for things. You just really have to put them under the pressure, wanting to work on this. But there's something here about timing. The timing's not quite right. Time apart is really showing forgiveness. There's also something here where the red flags could have also come from a past life. So your intuition has told you, that there's an intense connection, but that this person does have red flags. And I feel like that could be something that come from a past life as well. Wanting a second chance with you, you're going to have to ask yourself, can this person give you what not only you want, but what you deserve? Because now they're wanting to come in and do this. But again, there's an energy here where, especially the Hermit, you might be a completely different person. When we go through spiritual awakenings and we go through seasons where it's hard and we're alone and we feel misunderstood and we feel like we're not being seen or heard, not only do we gain wisdom about ourselves, but we gain wisdom about our experiences. And I feel like when you actually get across from this person, let's say you are separated, when you sit across the table from this person, for some of you, I don't feel like you're going to be as attracted to this person as you were. But for some of you, I feel like you're going to just be like, wow, this is boring as hell. Because there's no more sense of attachment. I feel like you put this person on a pedestal, really wanting to see your worth, wanting them to see your value, and they didn't. So you went and you seen your own value, and now they see it. I'm in a committed relationship. So for some of you, they're leaving some sort of committed relationship. Okay. And I've said this once and I'll say it again. This doesn't have to be a committed relationship. This could be something they were committed to and not willing to let go of. For some of you, maybe their family don't fucking like you. And they're committed more to their family than they ever are to going after someone who makes them happy and makes them feel fulfilled. Maybe their family's been more important. Well, now they're like, okay, I'm done with this. I'm done with this committed part. I'm done being committed to this job that makes me unhappy. I'm ready to go after something that makes me happy. I can't get enough of you. I hide my feelings. I want to make an amends. Let's get one more. Feeling like they don't want to know if you guys are separated and if you're entertaining other people. I admire you. Okay, it's interesting because you guys could definitely not share the same values. Okay, so y'all could parent different. Maybe one of you wants to share finances, the other doesn't. Maybe one of you, there's something different. There's something different and there's something different. But because of this experience, this person's becoming a better person. You taught this person an experience nobody else could. And that experience, that shame, that regret, them wishing things could be different, has been the biggest learning tool for this person. And if you decide not to take this person back, that by itself is a job well done. You brought growth. You brought transformation. When you met this person and when you get done with this person, if you don't want them, they're two different people. And I don't want to say it's because of you, because of course they have to do the work. They have to recognize things. You hear my guinea screaming? But it is because of you. My guinea was like, no, it's because of you. Everywhere I go, I see things that reminds me of you. Feeling like this isn't over. Feeling like there's unfinished business. Unsure how to approach that unfinished business. Wanting to start this over. But again, there could be something here where once you guys sit down and really recognize some things, you might just be different people. Missing each other like crazy, but maybe understanding, you know, you want 7 kids, I want 1. You want to live in a trailer park and work at McDonald's, ain't nothing wrong with that, but I want to own 7 different homes and I want to own a business. You know, if things are very, very different in that way, it can make a connection hard. For some of you, this could be something as simple as well as, I don't believe in monogamy. Not talking about me, I'm talking about this person. And maybe one of you does. I feel like you guys just have different views. Very interesting. Let's get a time frame. When is this happening? When is this unfolding? When is this happening? When is this unfolding? When is this happening? When is this unfolding? 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. Some sort of communication. You're going to learn something. They're going to offer you something in either 4 days, 4 weeks, 4 months. 4 years is way too stinking long. They're going to come in. It could be a Cancer, a Pisces, a Scorpio. It doesn't have to be. They're going to take a leap. They've been feeling really guarded, wanting success, wanting victory, wanting to be fair, wanting to invest, holding back, wanting to tell you something. For some of you, if this person was in a committed relationship, that was the interference. They could be going through a divorce, wanting to tell you, unsure what your approach is going to be. Yep, reflecting on some sort of reunion, reflecting on being with you. Okay, so that could also be that we don't share the same values, because maybe this person, if they are getting divorced, they want to come in, they want to be with you, but maybe you believe, you know, I want you divorced and I want you healed before you come towards me. That could be another thing. Feeling like they can't get you off their mind. Feeling like you're the thing that conquers their mind. They think about you when they're asleep. Like, I mean, it's, when I go to bed, I think about you. When I wake up, I think about you. I don't feel like you think about this person that much. Reflecting on reuniting with you. Reflecting on wanting to give, pour into you like that. But feeling guarded because they're unsure if you're going to accept it. Because of some sort of devil. Because either they are married or you know that they're not willing to let things go and you're not willing to settle. You want a new emotional beginning. Ooh, here we go, Pisces. Well, we're actually going to leave that here. Have a blessed day, loves.